Hello everybody and welcome to Valheim. We are a dead warrior that Odin has brought back from the dead and sent to Valheim to basically get rid of his enemies. Right, so you will find this little bird all the way through. We're not going to read everything he says, and I'm not going to show you all of the bird interactions. I do believe in the Chronicles, this bird is... Well, there's two birds that are messengers of Odin. Thought and Memory. I think this is Memory. Don't quote me on that one. It's one of the two. Right, so what I'm going to be doing on this run-through is I'm going to be very quickly just getting myself through the basics and allowing us to get deeper into the game. So you'll start off, you need some wood. You can punch things, and as you can see, as I'm punching things, I'm gaining skill. There are a whole mass of skills that can be gained, and they are all gained through usage. So using skills, this is just so we can punch this bad guy. Using skills will increase their level. If we have a look in here, there is the current skills that I have. Nice and easy. Actually, while we are here, we will make a club. We now have a weapon. So in your inventory, there are numbers across the top of your inventory. If you put things in said numbers, they become available for you to see in game, and you can hot swap press things. As I said, I'm going to just be ignoring this bird. Okay. When you log in and you follow the bird's messages and do what he says, he will lead you to the first of the world bosses. Now, there is no rush to actually go and kill that first world boss. In fact, if you even try, you're probably certain just to instantly die. So don't worry about, oh wow, have I got to like gear up really quick and get to this world boss? No, don't worry about it. What you want to be doing is getting yourself somewhere to live, putting down crafting benches, etc., and starting on the long road of upgrading your equipment and upgrading the workbench to get better armor, better weapons, and of course skill up along the way. Once you've got your workbench to, I'd say tier 3, why not, then go and kill the first boss. Okay, right, I'm going to be skipping ahead a lot in this video so that we can get as much in as possible on episode 1, so that you can see few of the basic mechanics of the game, how to do things. I can give some tips for new players. So I'll see you all in a moment. Okay, this looks like a lovely place to build my base. I was quite lucky on this world that there's such a nice location not far from the starting point. If you press M, you can see that's the world map. That's where we started. And I have literally just walked to there. And yeah, this looks quite nice. Nice open expanse of water going somewhere. Hopefully the big sea. And an area that at the moment we cannot make flat, but we will make flat. Now, let's get through some more basics. I have some food items on me. Let's just eat them. Now, as you'll see on the right-hand side, eating food increases the meter by which your hit point pool can grow to. You can have up to 3 different foods to increase this bar. This game is, how would I describe it? A open world adventure base building crafting kind of game. As far as survival goes, I would definitely classify this as a very small S. You're not going to starve to death. You don't need water. At the night it grows cold, but you won't die. I mean, there are places whereby the cold can kill you. But in general, I would say this is a very small S when it comes down to survival. Now, one of the first things you're going to want to get is a ton of resources. To build a nice house, you're going to need a lot of wood. And when you chop down trees, be very careful of where said trees land. They can definitely kill you. And when you chop this big log into smaller logs, yet again, be careful because... Okay, they didn't roll anyway. Those logs could roll and kill you. Oh, bad guy. These are very weak starting creatures. Now, you will get attacked at night on some nights, and as the game goes by, your base can get raided. But don't worry about that. As a new player, it's not going to be anytime soon. So just collect a load of wood and think about your house. Okay, we have some resources. If we look in here, I have gathered a bunch of wood. Now, you are limited to a maximum of 300 items. If you carry more than 300 items, what will happen is anytime you move or do anything, you will lose stamina and not regain that stamina until you are back under 300 items. Right, I'm going to build the first item that we need, and that is a hammer. The hammer will allow us access to the core building things. Let's just quickly talk to the bird. Okay. Now, the first thing you're going to want to place down is under crafting, and it is the workbench. Workbench is a key item that enables building anywhere on the map. Okay, let's go with this bird again. Now, if you walk out from the workbench, you should see a white circle. I don't want to be carrying a workbench. Come on, bad guys, we're trying to show people some things. So let me just go back to the workbench, but just pick something else. All right. So you'll see there's like a little white circle here. Things I want to place, like this floor piece. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see it says 2 wood, and then it says the word workbench. If I walk outside of this, it doesn't say the word workbench. That doesn't mean I can't place something outside of here. I have 2 ways of doing that. One is I can just reach, and 2, I can just lay down on a workbench. I can lay down as many workbenches as I like. Now, you're going to want to upgrade your workbench, and you're going to want to gain access to your workbench. Now, what do you mean gain access to your workbench? Well, if I try and click on it now, it's going to say it needs a roof. So this is one reason why you're not going to want to cover the world in workbenches, because, well, you're not going to be able to use any of them unless you've actually got a little house. But they do allow you to actually, you know, alter the terrain and craft on the land further away. So let me just go ahead and build a little roof over the top of this bench. Okay, not pretty. There you have it. We can now access this. The first thing you'll want to use is this item here, repair an item. If you click on it, then various things in your pack will be repaired. This does not cost any resources. There's no need to keep crafting tools when they break. Just come and click on this. Okay. Right, so there we are. We have a tiny little start point where we can do some things. Now, something else we're probably going to want to get done just to save ourselves a lot of time is a bed. I can squeeze it in better than that. Can I squeeze it in there? Yeah, okay. Now, the bed is... Once we talk to this bird and get rid of it, the bed is somewhere whereby when it gets dark, we can just skip through the night. Yeah. Right, this gives us a start point whereby we can get some base materials we need to think about working on our proper base, our main base. So if we have a quick look here and see what items we can now craft, the one we want is a hoe. We want some more wood. Let's just quickly gather some wood, but not with my fists. Let's get a bunch of wood. We might as well pop down these. Now, I want to upgrade from a stone axe to a flint axe as soon as possible. Flint is usually found around the edge of water sources, be that the sea or wherever this is, a big lake, I'm not quite sure yet, or even little streams and rivers. If you have a water area nearby, you should be able to find flint easy enough. Yeah, it's pretty common along the water edges. And that will allow us to make a flint axe, which will go through trees a lot quicker. Right, let's have a quick look in here, see what we can craft. So we want the hoe. And while we're at it, we'll do the flint axe. So I'm actually going to put my flint axe in slot 2, weapon in slot 3, and just sorting things out I want. I've got a club, but I'm probably not going to use my club again. So we have number 5. There it is. Fantastic. The ability to mess with the land. Now we're not going to be able to mess with, oh, hang on. Yeah, we're not going to be able to mess with the land, I think, if it's way outside of our zone. Ah, we can. For level ground, we can, but for raising ground, we cannot. Okay. For leveling ground, we can. Let me just talk to this bird, get this bird out of my way. Okay, let's get the important one out of the way first. Leveling ground. Probably the thing you're going to want to do the most. And the thing you're probably going to get most frustrated with. Now, it is a little bit of a fine art. Getting your ground leveled. But you'll soon get used to it. It does take a ton of stamina. Right, it's just about night, so I'm going to run over here. Repair that. And oh yeah, we need a campfire. Easy to sort out. Try not to put it somewhere you're going to stand in it. It will hurt. The other thing we can do is we can put this over the top of it, a little cooking station. I'm actually going to save that for the house proper. We haven't got any meat on us, but if you have got meat, you just put that over the top, and then you click on it and you can cook. Nice and simple. We only actually have a few simple foods. Now, if you went outside, they said it would say it's cold. It's not a big deal. It will slow down the ability for you to regain stamina, hit points, etc. But don't worry about it if you're outside and it's cold. It's It's okay. It's fine. Right, I'm going to level off this area. I will see you in a moment. Okay, here we are. I've leveled off this area of terrain. So have a bit of perseverance when you're leveling off. It does take some time. Getting rid of that mound is not really an importance right now. I've got plenty of room. Now, you can't get rid of these big stones, not until you've killed the first boss and got yourself a pickaxe. But we have plenty of room here to build a house. So what I've gone and done is gathered a bunch of wood, stuck it in a chest. Some wood there, some wood on me. So we've got plenty of wood. I'm just going to set about now getting on with making the start of our actual main house. But it's a place that will evolve over time, so I'm just going to get a basic structure down now. Fantastic. There we go. We have our initial house. Quite a nice size. Now, if you want to destroy previous things you've created, it's easy enough. You get your hammer and you, well, for me, it's the middle mouse button. You can set these to be as you wish. Oh, that is the wrong way to do it. The reason why that's the wrong way to do it is you actually need a workbench in order to destroy building materials. Fantastic. Well, I'm hoping you enjoyed that. I will do another video next, I think, whereby I extend this building, do some combat, show you some basics of combat and upgrading, some of the other skills, and then on the weekend I will be doing some streaming. So I'm hoping that you can join me on Twitch for some of the old streaming fun we have in some Valheim for a change. So yeah, I'm hoping that was useful, and I will see you all next time. Bye.